Hi.
Hi.
We thought we'd find you here. Do you mind if we ask you some questions?
Sure.
Where are we right now?
We're at Boston University, and we're in the Biological Design Center where I'm the director. And this is a 3D printing room that we use to make different kinds of devices.
Awesome. And what is this machine right here?
This is one of our 3D printers, and we use it to make these different kinds of molds that are used for making tissues.
Cool. What is your favorite breakfast food?
Avocado toast.
Is that what you had for breakfast this morning?
Unfortunately, no.
What did you have this morning?
I had eggs.
Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Yeah, scientist, engineer, and advocate for science.
In 30 seconds or less, what do you do for work?
We take cells and build tissues from them, and then we use that to study disease. Then we figure out how to develop therapeutics to treat them.
What was your PhD dissertation topic?
We studied how cells and the shapes and materials around them affect what causes cells to grow or die or differentiate.
What do you think will be the biggest scientific breakthrough in our lifetimes?
I'm hoping it's going to be fusion, so that we have unlimited energy for everybody in a renewable way.
When you're not working, what are you doing?
Mostly sleeping, and when not, spending time with family and thinking about what else I should be doing for work.
If you had to have a totally different career, what would you be?
If I had the talent, I would be an artist.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Definitely an introvert, but I have to be an extrovert for work.
Do you prefer the beach or the mountains?
I love both, and depends if I have a lot of energy to hike or just want to rest on the beach.
What's one unusual or unique thing about you that people would never guess?
I can sleep anywhere, even standing on a bus.
Do you have any pets?
I don't.
Do you have any pet peeves?
I have many.
What is one of them?
I hate it when people are looking at their phones when they should be talking.
What keeps you up at night?
Not much. I like to sleep, but I worry a lot about our politicians and all the crazy things that they're doing.
Where did you grow up, and what's one thing you miss about it?
I grew up in New Jersey, and I miss fresh peaches and peach pie.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
To enjoy the time that we have and every moment that we can.
What's your favorite vacation spot or trip that you've taken?
We love going to Hawaii, all the different islands.
If you could have dinner with another Wyss faculty member tonight, who would you invite?
So hard. Everybody is so cool. I think I would just have a potluck and invite all of the faculty over.
Can you show me something awesome?
Yeah. So, upstairs I was showing you the 3D printer. Here's an example of some of the molds that we've made. And I don't know if you can see it, but these are little posts, and inside there are these rectangular structures. Within those rectangular structures are these 2 little pillars that are sticking up. And then what we do is we take that and we make devices. So here's a device made out of PDMS that's been molded from that. And you can see here now we have these rectangular wells and these 2 little pillars that are inside each of those wells. And we use this to make tissues.
That is really awesome. Do you have videos of these in action?
I do. I have some in my office. You want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see here, I have a slide up that just sort of illustrates what we were doing. I showed you earlier in the lab. Here's an image of the substrates, except now we can see them in high resolution. What we can see is that there are these pillars, but also between those pillars, there's all these tissues that have now formed. The way we form those tissues, as you can see here in this higher mag, is that we simply put cells with matrix into these wells. And then when we let them go, they actually start to compact that gel. They grab onto it and they compact it. And that gel now gets caught around those pillars, and they basically form a tissue from that. You can see here is an image that we've stained those cells, and you can see a lot of cells that are now in there, and it's aligned and structured. And one of the types of tissues that we make is cardiac tissue. So we take iPS cells, differentiate them cardiomyocytes, and then we put them into these structures. And one of the things that cardiomyocytes do that we study is that they contract. And you can see here that these tissues now will spontaneously contract. And because this device is made out of PDMS, it's elastomeric. And so then this way, you can actually measure the forces of contraction, and we can use this to study the health of the tissues.
That's really awesome. And finally, what accomplishment are you most proud of?
Actually, what I'm really proud of is the family that we built. And so here, of course, is our scientific family, and up here is on the beach. We have our team that we have right now, and then over here in the lower right, you can see all of the different trainees that have left our group and are now either in running their own labs or running scientific projects in companies.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us today.
Thank you. It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye.